A legacy is not over. Whatever I have to do for the legacy, that still includes my entire family, is still not over. My son is looking. My daughter's looking. My lady is looking. Everybody's looking now.
Kelvin fashion, he didn't keep his word on that. He'd rather spend that money on his side chick. Bought her a Ferrari as a push present, but that car, according to the Daily Mail, got repossessed the day after Wendy announced the divorce. You know you can't afford those type of toys, Kev.
Karma really came back around on Kevin Hunter faster than anybody expected. His massive $250 million lawsuit was already completely thrown out in court. And now, listen to this. The situation is somehow looking even worse than before. Reports say he's drowning in debt, and the people he allegedly owes money to are actively trying to track him down. The pressure surrounding him keeps piling up and getting messier by the day. And now everybody is asking the same question. Where did Kevin even disappear to? Sharina reportedly left the relationship and moved back in with her mother, which only added to the chaos. Kevin really seemed convinced Wendy would keep funding his lifestyle forever, but that chapter is officially closed now. Wendy has reportedly cut all ties, and Kevin is allegedly left scrambling as financial problems pile up, and the people waiting to get paid are apparently done being patient. Kevin has been surrounded by controversy for years, but this situation hits different and feels especially embarrassing to watch unfold. And a lot of people online are even saying Wendy might finally be getting the last laugh after everything that went down.
I don't recommend that you work with your husband because I made him my manager, and then when I decided to divorce him, he had to be fired. In other words, I made him divorced and unemployed all in one day.
Ever since Wendy Williams was placed under a guardianship and in, Kevin Hunter has been publicly venting about serious financial struggles and the lifestyle he claims he can no longer maintain. He alleged that everything started falling apart once the severance payments stopped, leaving him behind on bills, credit cards, and other financial obligations. Kevin even stated, "I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I'm behind on credit card payments because I have no money since the severance payments were suspended. My life has been greatly affected since the plaintiff stopped making payments under our settlement agreement." But listen to this part, because this is where things get more complicated. It wasn't actually Wendy herself making those decisions at the time, since her court-appointed guardian was handling all financial matters tied to the divorce settlement. And reports suggest the original agreement made it clear that once Wendy stopped doing her show, those payments could legally stop as well. The court ultimately sided with Wendy on that issue, which turned into another major setback for Kevin. Then things escalated even further. Wendy's guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, reportedly took legal steps demanding that Kevin return around $112,000 that had already been paid out to him. And after realizing the alimony fight wasn't going anywhere, Kevin allegedly tried switching strategies by attempting to reopen the divorce case entirely. He claimed Wendy had hidden $48 million during the settlement process, but that argument was also reportedly dismissed by the court. And what made the internet reaction even stronger was that Kevin was already involved with Sharina during much of that timeline, which only made the situation look even more controversial. Instead of stepping back from the legal battles, Kevin later escalated things again by filing a massive $250 million lawsuit against Wendy's guardians and court officials. He argued that the guardianship system was controlling Wendy unfairly and claimed her financial affairs were being mishandled. On top of that, Kevin also pushed for a new guardian to be appointed and demanded a full forensic review of Wendy's finances.
Wendy Williams' husband has filed a $260 million lawsuit claiming that Wendy is being held against her will in an illegal guardianship, has caused all sorts of financial and emotional damage. Problem is, he's divorced from her and she doesn't like her much.
No, it was not a great
She didn't like
divorce.
him much.
And even though she's had to pay him out a whole lot of money over a lot of years, she doesn't want him a part of this. And you know this straight from the source.
Well, I know it's straight from the source because before I talked to the source, meaning Wendy, it was just apparent to me. I mean, he's filing this as Kevin Hunter her friend. I mean, when does a friend have standing to file a 200? She had no idea about this lawsuit.
Now, don't get this twisted, because a lot of people online are pushing back hard on Kevin's angle here. Critics are basically saying he wasn't stepping into the situation out of love or concern for Wendy at all. Instead, they argue he looked way more focused on what he could still extract financially from the entire situation. And listen to this, the push for a new guardian and a full forensic review of Wendy's finances definitely raised a lot of eyebrows given their history. Wendy reportedly made it very clear she wanted absolutely no involvement from Kevin in her personal or financial life moving forward. But after all that courtroom drama, more details began to surface about why Kevin was allegedly so desperate for money in the first place. Reports claim a large portion of his spending went straight into maintaining a very flashy lifestyle, expensive gifts, luxury cars, jewelry, and even backing Sharina's business ventures that reportedly didn't take off. And here's the real issue. Kevin looked completely unprepared for what happened when the money stopped flowing. People close to the situation say there was no real backup plan in place, and the spending didn't slow down even after the financial support ended. He allegedly believed that his legal moves would eventually save him financially, but that strategy didn't play out as he expected. As pressure built, reports suggest Kevin was forced to start letting go of major assets, including cars and property. At the same time, rumors began circulating that Sharina had also stepped away as financial stress in the relationship began to grow. And now listen to this. Kevin is reportedly dealing with serious debt coming from multiple directions, including banks and private lenders demanding repayment. One of the major cases reportedly involves UBS Bank, which allegedly moved quickly after Kevin lost the alimony battle. According to reports, UBS Bank had allegedly opened a credit account with them back in 2014 and stayed current for years until his financial situation allegedly collapsed. Things reportedly escalated when the bank sent out a warning notice that Kevin allegedly failed to respond to. Once news broke that Wendy's payments had officially stopped, the legal action reportedly moved very fast. UBS Bank allegedly filed a lawsuit seeking damages along with attorney's fees and other legal costs. And the financial pressure didn't stop there either. Another company, Flex Wealth, reportedly began demanding repayment for loans tied to luxury vehicles Kevin acquired during better financial times. Even the home he once lived in reportedly became too expensive to maintain due to taxes, fees, and ongoing upkeep costs. Eventually, reports claimed Kevin had no real option left but to list the property for sale. At the same time, sources close to the situation suggested he was also dealing with emotional fallout on top of the financial chaos. Once the lifestyle shifted and the money situation became unstable, rumors spread that Sharina ultimately decided to leave and return to her mother's home. Kevin reportedly managed to sell the house for around $1 million, but many believe that still wasn't nearly enough to cover the growing debt load hanging over him. Meanwhile, the UBS situation reportedly worsened even further after the court issued a default judgment in the bank's favor. And that meant the balance could keep increasing with interest until it's fully paid off. On top of that, reports and online speculation suggest Kevin may have also turned to private lenders just to keep up with expensive legal battles. The belief was that everything would eventually be paid back once he won his lawsuits, but those victories never came. Now listen to this. People are saying the pressure from all these debts is becoming extremely serious because interest is piling up fast. Reports and online chatter portray this situation as risky and unstable, especially amid multiple creditors allegedly trying to collect at once. And Kevin is reportedly struggling financially while still without a steady source of income. Many people believe there's little chance of a quick recovery from this level of debt. And what's making things even more suspicious to fans is how quietly he seems to have vanished from the public eye. Kevin has reportedly wiped most of traces of his luxury lifestyle off Instagram and has gone completely silent on social media. And now everybody keeps asking the same question: where did he go? Sources and online chatter claim he's been lying low to avoid attention while dealing with the fallout from lawsuits and financial pressure. There are even rumors that bankruptcy could be on the table as a possible way out of the situation. Meanwhile, social media has not been holding back at all. One comment online read, "Let me tell you now, no good will come to Kevin Hunter or his mistress for what they did to Wendy Williams. Kevin is responsible for a lot of this woman's decline, and no one can tell me different. Karma ain't finished with him yet, and it's gonna come to Sharina too." And the internet has been completely divided, with some people saying this downfall was years in the making, while others believe it's just the result of bad decisions finally catching up. Either way, the situation surrounding Kevin keeps getting deeper, and everyone is still watching closely to see what happens next. But now, I want to know from you, what do you think about everything going on with Kevin Hunter? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you're following the story. See you in the next one.